social media for beautiful food and inspiration.
All right, everybody, welcome to Local Love. We do this show live every Tuesday at 9, or sometimes it starts at 9:07 Find the podcast wherever you find podcasts. If you're checking out this on the podcast, make sure you follow us on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/Echoplex Media. And I am producer Dave, joined in studio by my co-host.
Hey, it's Chip DeVille, joining producer Dave in the studio. Yeah, I've been looking forward to tonight. It's nice and toasty in here too. It's hella cold out tonight.
So we have a guest in studio, via remote. We've had you on via remote from your phone before, and we've had you up in the studio a couple times. You probably don't need an introduction for the people in the chat, but tell us about yourself. Who are you?
Hi, yeah, I'm Matt. I play in a band called Periscope. I got a couple bands now, but that's kind of my main baby. And got a show coming up this weekend. And we've done this show in the past, and it's always been a great time. I miss the studio, man. I mean, we got to come through another time, but we plan more in advance. But yeah, been doing this for a while now. Feels like, but
you have.
Good to be here.
I think
Yeah.
I think you were on one of the first bills, like when I started hanging out in the local music scene. I think you were on a bill with probably Sweet Haya or something. It was over at I forget where it was now. It might have been JJ's Blues or something back in the day.
Oh, could have been. Yeah, we did used to play there. I used to work at Starving down the street, so it was easy to hit that spot up for gigs every now and then. That's yeah, good times there. What's going on with JJ's now? I heard they were like trying to revive it, or
it was like a boba spot for a little while there, but then they were still doing like the JJ's thing. And they had like live performances. It was weird.
Blues and boba.
I just randomly happened to drop by one night because I was driving down Stevens Creek and I saw the lights on. So I was like, fuck it. Like, let's see what's going on. And it was the weirdest thing. Like, they weren't really serving alcohol, but there was like, some old dudes just jamming. It was a regular ass weeknight. It was pretty cool though. I hope it's still alive.
Yeah, I kind of like that spot because it was like off the beaten path and outside of downtown a little bit. You could park, and there was like a Jack in the Box there and shit.
That's pretty clutch. Dude, did you hear that they just bought Del Taco?
Jack in the Box, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
that is crazy. I hope that means we get more Del Taco because that's. I mean,
I missed the one that was in Campbell.
God,
R.I.P.
God, me and Brandon used to go there all the time.
Dude, best fast food tacos, hands down.
So looks like we're gonna get to try out the new panel view I made because it looks like Juan Maserati's hanging out in the waiting room. So we're gonna play another song. Is there something off your new album that isn't Periscope that you think, I don't know, probably should get some love? Because we've literally it isn't Boomers. We've literally played Boomers 133 times since the last time I reinstalled this computer.
That's fun. I'm glad it's getting a lot of traction. I really enjoy On the Run. That showcases my brother Joe, who does like harmonies and backups in the live set, and he plays bass, and he actually has like a more standout part in that song. So
cool. This is On the Run by Periscope, and we'll be right back with Juan Maserati joining us.
just tripping on this great pandemic.
Oh my God.
What? I'm like, what?
Okay, that was On the Run by Periscope.
I'm serious.
That was On the Run by Periscope.
I remember the day
that was On the Run by Periscope, and we're back. That was on
the facilities director at my work came up on our floor and said, "Everyone, all you IT motherfuckers,
are they not
got
hearing
20
the
minutes
studio
to clear a desk."
I think the other two may not be hearing the studio, which is odd. I'm going to send them a message real quick. We're going to play another song, and we'll be back in a second here. This is Honeymooning by Periscope.
I'm running through these fields of flowers and butterflies. Nothing's over my head but bright and sunny skies. Red is my favorite color. I like those lovely flags you wave. I could stay here for hours, counting down the days, and the days will fade to years. How will you look when the man starts to slip away? Will you look as you feel? Or am I manifesting my fears? My fears. I think I might get my hopes too high again. Every time that I do, bad things seem to happen. I have a tendency to trip and fall upon my sword. It's a long way down from the top of the world, but I'll never fall.
All right, we're back again. Now you can hear me, panel.
Now I can hear you. Yes.
Woo!
Yeah, I've been having
Yes.
this. I think the audio interface hooked up to the computer that handles OBS Ninja is going out, which is bad because I had to replace a preamp this week. So,
Oh no.
Oh, damn it.
I actually have another audio interface like this. So, I kind of cut everything off to bring Juan in. So, Matt, what's going on with this show on Saturday?
Oh man, we're doing this. We're bringing back this holiday show tradition that we've been doing for years now. You know, Sweet Hiya and Relapse and Periscope have played this bill together like six times altogether, I think. And you know, obviously, we had to take last year off for. It was for personal reasons. You know, obviously the whole pandemic thing put everything on hold. But when things started to reopen, you know, I reached out to Dan, which is the gracious owner of Art Boutique, and he was down to get the show going again. And you know, we're really, really excited to have it back. It also doubles as Nihal's birthday show, which is kind of part of how we all got it all lumped in together, because it actually started a long time ago with you know, Phil from Relapse, who hopefully I asked him to come on. We'll see if he shows up later. But Phil,
in a Santa suit.
Phil, yeah, on the panel.
Yeah.
I think he may or may not show up in a Santa suit at the show. But he had just got that Santa suit, and he wanted to use it at a party. He was playing a holiday party for his workplace at the time, which I think was Adobe, which it was. But and he asked me to play with him. And we did like Christmas tunes and stuff like that. And we like rocked out the Relapse set. And then the next year we threw it together on a rock bill, and we got Sweet Hiya involved. And then it just became kind of like a rolling tradition after that. And it's always been a lot of fun. You know, I don't think anybody necessarily plays Christmas songs as much anymore, but it's all just about getting together with like the old crew. Like everybody knows each other, and you know, we just kind of celebrate the camaraderie of the scene during the festive time, and I'm really excited to have it back. So that's on Saturday, and show starts at like 8:30, and we'll be all sharing gear and stuff. So it's just gonna be, you know, back to back, just bangers. I'm pumped.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah, I'm pretty.
see you guys there. Yeah.
That's going to be a damn show for show.
Man,
Got to see that show.
Damn. So was it 2019? Was the last one? That
Yeah.
actually happened?
I don't want to overhype it.
Damn,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
that's so crazy.
And we had it going for a while, yeah. And there were like a slight iterations on it, but pretty much it's always been this group, and Sweet Hiya, Relapse, and Periscope has been the most consistent lineup. So we're really excited to put it together again.
Yeah, that's this Saturday, December 11th, at 44 Ray Street, San Jose, California. It's at the Art Boutique. Also, check out my interview with Dan for the podcast. I think I had a great interview with him. Talked about everything from music to comic books to him asking like twice, I think, if he could swear on my show. It was great.
Plus, I would say like those are probably like 3 of the like, top 5 like bands that we play on this network too.
Man, that's awesome to hear. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we're stoked to be doing this, and we've been, you know, friends with you guys for a while, so we really appreciate you guys, you know, gassing us up and then keeping us circulated, man. It's a pleasure and it's a joy. But I tuned in for that Dan interview actually, and I can definitely vouch for that being just high quality entertainment.
Well, it was strange because I'd never really met him except to like say hi and buy a beer from him at Art Boutique, and I didn't know anything about his history and like comics and entertainment and stuff. And it was super, super fucking cool. Fucking cool to talk to him about that.
For sure. He's a super fucking cool guy.
So as far as your album goes, because we had you on right after it dropped, how do you feel it's been received by people other than just my chat who love boomers?
It seems like the reception is pretty good, and I get it from a lot of different people who like different genres of music, people who are like metalheads or people who listen to reggae or the broad appeal has been good. I'll say that, I'm terrible at, I've always been terrible at the whole marketing aspect of everything. And, I don't even know how and who to submit things to get even greater circulation. So anybody's out there that wants to help out, hit me up. I guess I'm fucking horrible at it. But yeah, all in all, people who listen to it seem to enjoy it. So it's positive.
Will you have merch for sale at the show?
Yeah, we will. We're gonna have we got brand new shirts coming that should be ready just in the nick of time. And they also, it's basically a black and white version of the Periscope shirt that's like right there behind me if you're watching the stream. But if you're listening, Art Boutique has a shirt that we printed through them when we released the album and did a live stream show from there in April. And you can still order that shirt and the physical copy of the album if you still have a CD player, which I don't even.
And there are people in their cars, maybe.
Right. But it looks good. The package looks great, and but both the CD and the shirt do. You can order those through that, but we have a black and white version of the design that's going to be there. We got new stickers. We'll have old copies of our album, The Tide, there as well, and yeah, we'll finally have some stuff. It's been, like I said, we're terrible at it. We play like shows all the time. People are like, well, Cal, we want to buy your stuff. That was great. We want to rep it. And I'm like, yeah, about that. You can't really, but you can follow us on Instagram or whatever, but so finally glad to have some stuff to actually hook people up with this time.
Nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, I hear like mad descriptors in listening to your album, this album, the new one. And one of the things that comes out really hardcore, man, and I respect it to the fucking fullest, is your vocal chops on this album. Like you really let your tonal range just explode, man, because it's just, like, I felt the power of the music, right? But the vocal tenacity matched equally with the music. Like it was just really amazing, man, to hear it.
Wow. But I really I feel very warm and fuzzy inside, so I really appreciate that one.
Well, I mean, the thing is, we've all known you and seen you singing at like lots and lots of events, and that's not the first time we've heard that feedback from somebody about your album, about this album, is that the vocals are just far and away like an improvement, probably due to work, right? Like work that you must have been doing work to accomplish that. So yeah, everybody definitely noticed that. Of course.
Yeah.
Did that work, man?
Sat in a room, a lot of the album, good half of the album was like written when I was in Long Beach for that year in Southern California, kind of just figuring stuff out and dealing with life stuff. And I think that was the main focus, right? It was like I was just spending time by myself in a room as opposed to like playing, in a small room with like a bunch of rock instruments going on at once and full drums and ripping the Caravan, where it's like, it's everything's all blown out and everything. And it's great, but it's all loud and, you can't, focused on other things,
Right,
performance wise. And so kind of just honed in and kind of leaned into the vocals carrying things more, especially because I wasn't around Trevor for a while too, who's the lead guitar player for people who don't know. So had to feature that more. So I'm glad that you guys like it. You guys are musicians and music consumers that I as well that I really respect. So it's thank you for that validation. That's really nice to hear for any artist.
Yeah. And my chat's a bit of a tough room. Like
That's true. If they don't like something, they will fucking say so.
No, they actually none of the people in chat have ever said like that they don't like the music ever. Actually, but they're definitely
this is interesting.
No, it's not even that. They just don't say anything, or they like talk about off-topic stuff. But if they hear something,
the crickets.
Yeah, but if they hear something they like, they say so, and like everybody's like, where do I get that song? Where do I get that song? And I'm like, oh, you can go. And I keep forgetting the name of your record label, but yeah, it's it's a bit of a tough room. They really like Boomers and this other song called Mechanical Dogs.
Ooh,
that's
not us.
That's what everybody's like hyped on lately. But
I don't think that's us. But
no,
popular.
No, it's a different. It's a different, and it sounds completely different. It's like this weird like electronic mishmash and I don't know, noise.
Well, I'm excited to hear that. I'm assuming that's on the playlist for later.
I'll play it tonight. I need an alcoholic beverage and I need to pee. So
play a long song.
Well,
play some Kenny Thomas.
It doesn't have to be that long, but the first Periscope song that I heard and really liked was this song. Everybody, you know what it is. I'm not the only one who ever said this. This song is called "Meet Cute" and it's off your self-titled album Periscope.
Classic.
That's the first song we ever wrote.
Oh, well, good. It was the first of your songs that I like heard and was like, oh, I really like that. So we'll be right back, everybody. I will have peed and I will have a cocktail.
Down on busy streets where no one knows my name. This city winds are cold. I feel it in my bones. There she is again with the same old window pane. And I reach at the cold, but I keep on walking away. Great pavement underfoot will always get to look. I know she sees me. Is there left just for sympathy? It's here every day. Since the first glance I saw me and ask her to dance, but I keep on walking away without saying anything, without saying much of anything. Then one day she's not there. Did the winds of change sail away? As I recall her stare. Excuse me, I hear somebody say that I'd turn for anyone. And it's you I see without saying anything. But you do not say a word. You just stand there with your curls and you kiss me like you do.
We're back. That was Meet Cute. Fuck, I love that fucking song.
I love that fucking solo. I love Trevor's solo in that song so much. Every time I still make the stank face when I hear it.
God, it's been a long time since you that I think like right when we started Local Love, we had like started bothering you to send us music. I think it's like 2016 or something when that album came out. Is that right?
It's a little earlier than that, actually, that EP. I think we put that out in 2014.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah, time flies, man.
Yeah. I mean that song's good, but like just like the way that your band and the way that your vocals have like evolved are fucking, it's amazing.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah.
So you better sing good on the 11th, otherwise I'm never going to tell you that shit again.
I know.
Yeah,
No pressure, right?
Stop after the Saturday, man.
No pressure. Well, luckily, I feel like the performances are always great at Arpatiki because the sound is always so good.
Right, you can hear yourself there, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely can. That's one of the reasons why people like don't. I mean, if they don't know, like that's one of the reasons why you can't really miss this show. Like if you want to see any of these bands, this is the place to see them at this, at this kind of level of the Arpatiki is really unparalleled when it comes to show and production value.
And it's all ages. So for all of those of you who got boring and had kids, bring them.
Yeah, the sound's good. They don't crank it. It's not going to hurt your kids' ears.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's going to be, there's people playing the show who are going to have little chillins.
Have Rugrats running around and jamming.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I hope so. Little malicious little babies.
Are they selling like pre-sales online and stuff, or is this all at the door?
Yes. Yeah. No. It's you should get the tickets online
like tomorrow.
Yeah, I know that sometimes they charge more at the door. I don't know if they're going to do that, but the tickets are on sale right now. If you go to, it's through Go Passage, but you can easily find the link through our Instagram, which is Periscope the band.
Or just go to Arpatiki.
Or Arpatiki's website, obviously, will have it on their calendar. There's a Facebook event for it. You like whatever platform is of your choosing. It's pretty easy to find tickets to.
I can even I'll tweet it out so 0 people in the local music scene see it. They're all on Facebook. Yeah, that's true. It's still lagging by the times. Nobody's got a TikTok yet, I don't think. But. One of our friends keeps getting put in Facebook jail and just will not get a Twitter. And I'm like, just get a Twitter so you can keep talking shit after they put you in Facebook jail. For fuck's sake, man.
Yeah. You don't want that Zuckerberg censorship over your head, Be free. Fly. Tweet.
Well, I mean, it's fucking their party. It's not like the end of the world if you can't post on Facebook for a month. I actually get so much more done like during the day if I'm in Facebook jail. And I get other work done too, because we have like fake accounts that we use for research for our other goings on around here. So I'm on those all day. And so I'm reading like a feed of insanity.
Oh boy. I know, I've seen some of your other shows, man. They get wild.
Wow.
Super wild. The way the other half the country,
Adam Rainstopper in our chat, if you hit !Periscope in the chat, it like tells them where to find you on Bandcamp, but Adam in the chat is like upset that there are not like just a plethora of fucking links there.
Yeah, Bandcamp is we finally set that up like after forever. We were trying to funnel stuff through the kind of the label, which is Cactus House Recording. We got a few really good bands on there, but we finally just all broke down and went through Bandcamp because they have a better deal for like distribution for merchandise too, like just like the shipping aspect of everything.
Than making it yourself, you mean?
Yeah. Then hosting it. That's really what it is. This is paying for all that to integrate with the e-commerce. So, yeah, Bandcamp's great. You should spend your money there. Everybody should use it. But if you don't do that, it's all on Spotify, Apple, whatever,
Yeah, we should have had links. Well, I don't know. The Twitch chat is people from around the world who are not billionaires who could just fly out here for the Periscope show. Wouldn't that be great if fucking like some billionaire you don't like Elon Musk just showed up? He's like, hey, I heard there was a show here. And you'd be like, well, fuck. You're like, I got to use this as a marketing opportunity, but I'm not going to feel good about it.
Oh, no, I wouldn't feel good about it. But I mean,
hey, you want to get a t-shirt, man? It's only $1 million. I mean, that's normal for a t-shirt.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah. For all of my ethics and everything, my pants would be down so fast, honestly.
You pee on his $900 shoes.
Mostly. Yeah, whatever he wants, man. As long as the money's there. As long as the check's cash. It's all good, Play in your living room or do whatever else, I heard Grimes had a good gig booked there for a while. So
Yeah.
So are y'all working on new music now or?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We recorded 4 new songs, 4 or 5, at Cactus, and those are almost entirely in the can. I think we're just waiting on a few some overdub kind of sprinkle stuff before we get into mixing, and hopefully we should have those out by. I mean, God, I'd love to have them by the end of the winter, but it's probably more realistic spring next year. We'll be releasing some another EP or some singles, and so we're excited for that. We're gonna play at least a few of them at the show on Saturday. So,
Yes.
spoilers. Yeah, there's new music that will be played there, and we're really excited about the new stuff. I feel like it just kind of keeps on. Feels like it's getting better. I don't know. I mean, I think that's how everybody feels ideally, right? But yeah, it's a good thing. So we're just full steam ahead on trying to make as much content as we can.
So we have an interesting comment from the chat. Somebody said, you either boof Kratom or I don't fuck with you. You feel me?
Kratom.
Oh,
Kratom. I got a buddy who just is constantly on a Kratom vibe. Loves it. Recommends it highly. I can't speak to it very much, but I can't confirm or deny whether or not he boofs it. But I've heard it's good stuff.
So yeah, new person in the chat who just said that. I don't know. Follow the channel, you get a kitty. I don't know what else to tell you.
There's all fellow Kratom machines. So
I've been thinking about getting a cat. So maybe
Oh, we don't actually mail you one. It's just that you get a gift of a cat. It's that gift of the cat typing on a MacBook. That's what happens when people follow us. You get that gift on the screen.
Got it. I was really stoked about that. That'd be great. Just get delivery of kittens and just pop out of the box like that. I mean, live kittens, obviously.
Unfollowing? Well, fuck it. You still got the cat. You can never undo the experience of having a kitty.
You should play Tapioca Baby for Asago Sushi, and we'll see if they still want to unfollow us.
Yes.
Tapioca Baby.
Tapioca Baby.
Yeah, we can do that. This is by Chris Sonko.
I bet you we might win.
Oh shit! Here we go.
By Chris Sonko. We met Chris Sonko via Lex, the Lexicon artist, and she hooked us up with a bunch of cool, kind of nerdcore rappers type people. So this is Tapioca Baby. We'll see if our new follower leaves. This is a great song, actually. Chris Sonko is really cool.
See if they love us or hate us after this.
We'll be right back.
Tapioca baby, baby, 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 tapioca baby, you're the sweetest I've ever seen. Style is so fresh and I be so clean. I'm so effing thirsty, you know what I mean. Shout out to your sisters, Jasmine and Green. You're Miss Matcha, baby, you are Miss Matcha. All those other beverages, yeah, they better watch it. Girl, you're so refreshing, make my day so nice, nice. 100% sugar, no ice. Tapioca, baby, baby.
cups of coffee.
No more.
Frappuccino, lots of toffee.
No more.
I used to guzzle down the soda.
No more.
Now I'm in love with tapioca.
For sure.
I used to drink hot chocolate.
No more.
Looked her in the eye and I said, stop it.
No more.
Pulling out $4 from the wallet in my pocket. I'm a certified bobaholic.
Tapioca, baby, baby. 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 Tapioca,
It's cool on a refreshing summer day. Jelly, some 50% ice. Dude, 100% sweet guy. Hey,
Ooh, no ice.
Like mine 75.
so just nice, solid C average.
I asked them for 34% sweetness.
I think they're coming out with a compostable straw. I think.
Okay.
Hopefully that helps. If not, it's all love
You know,
still.
the turtles.
Turtles. But what do y'all think about aloe vera though? Like it's kind of a racy addition they made in April, but I like it.
I'd try it.
Yeah.
What's April?
That song's great, isn't it?
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Hey, and
love
Asago
that.
Sushi says, all right, that was pretty dope. All right, cool.
Cool. You don't regret. I hope you didn't really unfollow because you're follower number 2250, and a bot we built will tweet that out. But for a long time, it just said everybody was follower 25, and then it fixed itself, which I have no idea how it did it. It all of a sudden started giving the real numbers. Matt, did you learn anything through this pandemic? Did you learn any production, streaming, any of that stuff that you probably or might have otherwise not learned during the time period?
Not a whole lot, honestly. Myself, I'm really, really fortunate and blessed to work with people who, who have done some of that, like Trevor. Honestly, I wish he could have made it for this, but he has, taken his studio and everything to the next level, and he's been recording most of the stuff that we've been doing, and he recorded all over Surface and mixed and mastered all that, and
so he mixed and mastered this last album.
Yeah, he did, and I think
shout out to him too.
The best sounding stuff that we've done, and he keeps getting better, and all of his other projects sound great too. All the other stuff that he puts out through there, like the Dark Satellite record is great. The Dead Engine stuff sounds great, and they're different flavors, and he's obviously all kinds of other stuff that he's working on. But we did do we didn't do a live stream. We just did a concert out on his deck, and that was great. We did 4 bands, and it was like a show, but we just filmed it all as we did it, and we did it all live, and used a snake and ran it all into the studio, and that's all on that's all on YouTube. All those bands did 3 song sets, and we edited it together afterwards and put it up, but it was all live performances, and we did that a year ago now. That was October, when the pandemic was in, and we had to do something. And then after that, we talked about doing another one, but we ended up getting to do a stream show at Art Boutique, which is also still on YouTube.
I watched that shit. That was good.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, but
I
was really
wanted
happy
to
with
steal it and rebroadcast it to my Twitch channel, but I decided against it because I was like, "Oh, that's actually stealing." And I mean, they wouldn't be mad, but I'd be mad at myself for stealing.
Yeah, totally. I hear that, but at the same time, when it comes to our content, yarg, pirate away, put it in as many places as you can.
Yeah, because people are going to listen to it for free on Spotify anyway, and like to get $1 on there, you need so many fucking listens. So like, why not just put your shit on the Pirate Bay? Be like, actually, here's our link to the torrent.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like torrents
Like,
don't
if
get
you wanna
enough play these days. You should start just like releasing
undervalued.
music only on torrent. Just to
Right.
keep it alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Soon, like all the hipsters with that sell like, oh, you can get our band, but it's on cassette tape only.
Right,
And
dude?
then-
That's like such a thing now. It's crazy.
Now it's you got to find a copy of LimeWire actually if you want to get our album.
Yes. Oh man, those days, LimeWire days. Good times.
That shit, like I didn't know computers could get polio until I had LimeWire, and then my computer got polio.
Yeah. My family learned that too. I think at the time. I was rampant on LimeWire. Oh boy. I mean, no, I wasn't.
Oh, it's fine.
There's a statute of limitations on that kind of stuff, right?
Oh no, they busted some little girl one time. There were all these crazy stories about these people they busted for fucking using LimeWire, and it was like a 9-year-old girl and her single mom and shit. And you're like, why are you busting these people for downloading a song?
Terrible.
But
Terrible.
Oh no.
Fascists.
so you are on Spotify. Have you made any money on Spotify?
Oh my god. Not really.
Is that the answer? I mean, unless it's like impactful in your life, the answer is no, right? If it's like
The answer is no. Yeah, I mean, nothing measurable. I don't even know what it is. If it, the payouts on that kind of stuff is pretty not great. I mean, so streams are cool. Stream away. I encourage people to listen to it. If just for free, if you already pay for that platform, great. Obviously, if you want to buy it, the support means a lot too. But we're just happy to have it, playing through people's systems. So, I have a strong bias against Spotify, but I mean, really, like,
if you're not there, you're nowhere.
Totally. And when you compare all those, they're all horrible as far as all that goes, really.
But most artists say that of all of them that they've had the best experience with Bandcamp.
That is definitely true. Yeah, Bandcamp gives you the best cut, and they do their Bandcamp Fridays, and their hosting is very affordable for labels, and it's pretty much free for artists, really. So there's no downsides. Really, comparatively, that Bandcamp is great. Can't speak highly enough.
Have you ever
And
tried
local.
using one of your songs as like the background music for an Instagram post? Like, are you able to?
Matt's like, that's somebody else in my band question.
Are you able to like do one of your songs on the music search?
Yeah, you can totally do that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think all the stuff is searchable like that. We had some problems with the first EP that's self-titled because like we released it through a different like distributor, and so it's been really hard to get it all grouped into one umbrella. But I think we're close. So we have
You gotta go
the
Taylor
tide and
Swift on it,
resurfaced
man.
on one for real, dude. I just got to re-record it.
Give me my fucking music back already. What the fuck?
For real. I have a lot of respect for her, honestly, on that. Like, I mean, I don't, say what you want about her music,
You don't have to like that to like that. She was like, actually, wait a minute, I have a little bit of fuck you clout. So fuck
Yeah,
you.
no, I dig the
yeah.
story. I don't have to dig her music. I dig the whole story. The big fuck you at the end of it all was pretty cool.
That's great. I love it. So punk rock of her. Would have never saw it coming, honestly.
I don't know. It might have been capitalist of her because she's like, actually, I need more money, you asshole.
Yeah.
You ain't hurting for
There
it.
you go.
Her
There you
mansion's not gonna buy themselves.
No,
okay?
but when she put something out, she was like, she's like, this isn't, she put something out about how this isn't really about her. It's about how like other artists like are getting like screwed. And so she did the right thing when she did it. She didn't really she was about herself, but she also like gave lip service to other people. So
Yeah. she's normally on the. It's
Juan-
her track record's good on that kind of stuff.
Juan, is Rebels Camp getting rich off Spotify?
We are not getting rich off Spotify. I am sad to report. But you know what? It is kind of lopsided. That's for goddamn sure. I mean, when I see like a, CEO coming home with like a few billion under his pocket.
Just under his pocket, not even in his pocket. It's like between his pocket and
I always wondered how billionaires kept their money.
the 17,000 thread count silk boxers he's wearing.
I just
He strapped to a leg.
made from
Sewn into the lining.
made from an alpaca that they genetically engineered just to make this guy's underwear.
Nice.
I'm just saying it's crazy. But what can artists do other than what do you do about that?
What Spotify could do that they're never going to do. So say somebody goes and plays Boomers, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you were able to, as a band, then record something, send it to them to tell people where to find out more about your band that isn't fucking Spotify, that would just play right after the song. Be like, hey, we're on Patreon, or hey, you can check us out on Instagram, or hey, we're a San Jose band, so all of us are on Facebook. Here's our Facebook thing. That would be like great, because then people could beg for money after their song, and Spotify would enable that, which is totally, cool and not problematic at all. That I'm just thinking it would be great if Spotify let you panhandle after you fucking did your song on their fucking
Or
thing.
make a
Just
TikTok
let you
video
panhandle.
to Boomer.
Oh yeah.
And maybe
You see, these are the marketing schemes that we need.
Yeah.
No, we need somebody with the TikTok to. I think I made one of those. I've never
Hiring a
never
TikTok
gotten-
I'm over
influencer.
30, so no.
Yeah.
TikTok influencer / tambourine player.
Yeah.
Can you shake this? Okay, great. You have 1 million followers on
Periscope.
TikTok. You're hired.
I'm going to need my Periscope NFT sooner or later.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think we may or may not be working on something like that.
There's this chick I follow on Twitter, and I'm okay calling her a chick because she calls herself a chick all the time. She said NFT. Her name's Nadia. She said NFT. If it's not about Nadia's fucking titties, then I don't care about it. I was like, yeah. I was like, you're pretty funny.
Excellent. I love
Excellent.
that. Nadia's.
So tell us about the label and the studio a little bit, because I keep forgetting the name of it, and I feel bad. So maybe you could drill some more information into my head about it so that one day I will remember better.
Well, it's called Cactus House Recording, or Cactus House Studios, and the reason why that is because Trevor, it's built into Trevor's house, and when he had gotten this house, he had basically bought, a very, as far as it's hard to get property in the Bay Area, right? But he had gotten this piece of land that was inexpensive, but it was in way South San Jose, in this historic area where it was actually this kind of miner's cabin situation where this cactus grew out of the roof of it. And he bought it with the intention of renovating it, which he did, but took 1 million years because the county, whatever. That's a whole nother story.
It was because of the
He had gotten
cactus. It was an endangered
because of the
cactus.
It's because it was
historical building.
Yeah, it was a historical building, and a bunch of uptight people in that neighborhood were just trying to have power over something. And so he finally got it all built, and when he did, he wanted to build a studio, so he invested his time, energy, money, and everything into doing that. And he's worked really, really hard to be able to build it. And it's a very small studio that's built into actually what is that miner's cabin room that he had built off of for his home. That studio is there, and it's a small studio, but it's really great sound, and he's a very, very talented man. He's got great ears, great ability. I know that he is doing a little less recording now, but for a little while he was working on 8 million projects at once, and he probably doesn't charge enough. So if you can persuade him to do your stuff, you should definitely reach out to him at Cactus House. At cactushousestudios.com, I believe, is the website. Or practicehouserecording@gmail.com, but he's on Instagram as well. But he's the lead guitar player of this band, and it's been really, him and I have been working together on music and stuff since 2013 now. So it's been really a privilege to see how far he's come and the things that he's been able to do and achieve. And he gives our band a lot of agency by having made those pursuits happen. So, I'm really grateful for that. Him and I have collaborated for a long time, and I've been able to focus mostly on the content and the writing, and he's really been able to help take that stuff and really bring it into the world with like our last release. New stuff.
I bet that place is microphoned up. I think like a really fun thing. And I'm like just volunteering somebody else's shit here, but it might be really fun to do a local love from that studio.
Oh yeah, I mean, he gotta talk to him about it, but he's definitely a man of the people and is a big part of the scene.
I think it'd be fun. I just bring I'm sure there's a computer there, so.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's out in the boons, so the internet connection sometimes is a little spotty, but
maybe not so much.
Cool spot. It's cool. Yeah, there you go. Pre-recorded is good. You could do that.
That is good. Then I don't have to invite anybody over.
It'll be a party just there, dude. We'll be all hanging out.
So I had mentioned this other song that everybody really likes, "Mechanical Dog." So I'm going to play this for you. We're kind of, I don't know. We had some technical difficulties at the beginning. We'll go a little long tonight. This will be a longer local love. This is "Mechanical Dogs" by LM Phases. And it is very different than Periscope.
Strange noises from across the yard. Boom breaks the silence of the distant dark. Was it a gunshot or explosive or a firework? A siren screams out unspecified alert. In the distant dark, I hear the panicked bark. Mechanical dogs. Mechanical dogs. In the distant dark,
That was Mechanical Dogs. Woof, woof, woof.
Arf, arf.
That was good.
It goes well with
Definitely
boomers,
different.
apparently.
Oh yeah, totally. I see how those are of the same cloth.
Hello, hello, electronic.
Yeah.
I just like it. And we have like hell of doggo emotes because every time we get this thing called a hype train on Twitch, it spits out doggo emotes to us for whatever reason. And so people can put dogs up and stuff.
It makes me want to do the robot.
I feel like if Trent Reznor ever did like an episode of Sesame Street, that would maybe be like the song
Yes.
that like they played, you know?
Nailed it. Nihal says, "Was that?" Nihal
Today's
says, "What
color
up?"
is
By the way.
black.
So how hard is it? You're not as far from your band as you were when you were in Long Beach, but it's still probably a little bit difficult. You are in Oakland and all your people are in San Jose, yeah?
Yeah, most of my people still are in San Jose, but I've got things up here, and I definitely am trying to get more going on in the Bay proper. Plus, I just love Oakland, and it's really not so much different in the rent. I just needed something new, and it's funny. I signed my lease like a week before the pandemic, like went into lockdown mode, and but it's been nice being here, honestly. We have a space where we rehearse that's kind of halfway, and we do that whole thing, and yeah, it works. I mean, I don't know. I don't mind driving, especially with the way that things are now. I'm fortunate enough to not have to commute every day for work, so it's not so bad to have to commute so often for practice to keep things consistent. Yeah, I don't know. San Jose, I love it. It's where I came up and cut my teeth for sure. But just a little less going on there. But it does seem to be getting better and better, like it was until the pandemic kind of hit. But there's the influx of money and resources and infrastructure with Google and all that. So hopefully that means there'll be more venues. But
No.
Somehow I doubt it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold my breath, but
Well, as far as finding venues out in like the East Bay and the Oakland area or like across the bridge in SF, like have you had any luck as far as like finding places to play out there?
Yeah, there are a ton of great venues up here, and we've been in contact with a few. It's been challenging to put together a show because a lot of my band contacts and a lot of my best band friends are down here as well. And coming back from the pandemic, it's like a lot of these bookers and promoters are looking for kind of known quantities, right? People who they can just hit up and like know are going to throw on a good show and not be a pain in the ass,
and they're gonna bring a crowd and sell tickets.
Yeah, and all that stuff, and so people are kind of going through the Rolodex of their regulars, and that's sort of how it's been. I would say September, October, November, as things have opened back up, and because we've been playing in San Jose since 2013, 2014, we were one of those bands for that. So that was, we're really lucky to have a great connection with RPTiki and other venues in San Jose. We've been playing Santa Cruz and that sort of thing. But, part of the thing is like Dave, I mean, and Juan, and I used to go to shows all the time, and that's part of how you build the network, right? And, with the pandemic, how it's been, I've gotten very conditioned to being in my little bubble, and I've just, for the last almost 2 years now that this thing has been going on, I've spent so much time just alone and writing, and it's been great for creating content, but it's not been so great as things have been opening back up for going out and trying to make connections happen. And it seems like I'm rehearsing all the time with bands, or I'm writing, and so that's good for creation. But but yeah, not been getting out as much. So we're working on it, and we've been trying to chat up a bunch of different places up here. And hopefully we'll crack those eggs sooner than later. But that's a very long answer to your short question.
Well,
But
then,
that's kinda what's
and
going
then
on.
you said you've got other projects going on as well.
Yeah, I also play in another band called Dead Engine that I play bass in, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, I did. That's a band with my little brothers, actually. So that's a really fun and kind of dear project to me as well. Like I help them arrange the tunes and stuff, but for the most part, it's like kind of try to let them Genesis things, and it's kind of nice to just be supportive older brother and help
Cool.
that kind of stuff bring in. Yeah, no, it's great. Actually, it's Joe who plays bass in Periscope now. So Periscope's been through some lineup changes, and it's the current lineup is great, and I'm super stoked on it. The band's never sounded better, and part of that is because my little brother Joe, he stepped in to play some shows, including the last holiday party, actually, 2 years ago.
Cool.
And then he was just like, "Can I just be in the band?" And he was like, "Yeah." He just like filled in for 2 shows, and then it became a long-standing thing. And he's a very talented songwriter and guitar player himself. And Dead Engine is kind of his thing. My other little brother plays drums. And so after, like, not very long after he joined Periscope, like a little bit after the holiday party, his bass player at the time quit the band to go to school, which, obviously you got to do what you got to do in that way. So it was no hard feelings with that. And that all worked out. But Joe kind of came to me and he was like, "Hey, so, how I started filling in for you with Periscope, like, would you want to play in our band?" And those were my little brothers, and it was, I remember giving my brother Justin his first drum pad.
Oh, cool.
And telling him, like, "You stick with this for a year, we'll talk about getting you a drum set." And then, a few years later, he's playing shows in his band's like the super cool hard rock thing. And I loved it, and I was a fan first. And so now being able to play with them and do all that has been a real treat. And we put out 5 songs. We did like a single of every Sunday in October that we put out on Spotify and Apple Music and all that. We did that through Cactus House as well. So Trevor recorded all those. And those are all available with if anybody's curious. It's very like it's different than Periscope. It's like heavier, but it's fun.
Oh, I don't think we have any of that. Y'all should send us some.
Yeah, I was thinking about that before the show. I was like, I don't know if Joe's ever said. I was like, oh, damn, I can't even, I'll plug it, but I don't even think that they sent those in. So it's a weird thing, It's like I said, I'm horrible at it, and it's my brothers are better at it than I am, but we're still all of the same family, and we're all spaced out and terrible at all that kind of stuff. So we'll be on top of it. I got to get that over for sure. But if anybody's curious to stream it on any of the other platforms, I encourage it. And Joe will he'll be playing bass at our show on Saturday. And we love him in Periscope, but he's a tremendous guitar player and singer in Dead Engine too. So,
well, shit. I think we're going to end the podcast here, but don't worry, we'll do a little post game. We can talk. Maybe we can bother you about ways that you can promote yourself a little bit better during the post game for the patrons and the live viewers.
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Spitball. Let's do this. Let's take our way to success with the band. Yeah.
So thanks everybody for listening to the podcast, and make sure you're following this podcast. Live listeners, sit tight. We're not going anywhere. I might be here late tonight, actually. I might have to drive the numbers up late at night with the crazy. If you don't know what the crazy is, follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/Echoplex Media. And I mean, come on. We're playing this song before we go. Everybody knows what it is. And we'll be back with some post game.